Oh boy. List of Creationist Arguments, Ethics, Part 8. Yes. You're naughty. I mean, biology can responsibly be taught without evolution. Okay, explain this. In the 80s, there was a doctor, and this is true, there was a doctor who performed 200 different tests, 200 transplant surgeries, testing whether or not an organ can be transferred from one species to another. All those tests failed because the animals died within 3 months of that. This doctor then went to a family with a baby that needed a heart transplant, and he transplanted a heart from a baboon into a human baby. This is not a joke. This really did happen. Look it up. The baby died. This doctor not only lied, and this is something we can verify by the paperwork, not only lied to the parents saying that his surgery was the only thing that could save their daughter, I think it was a girl, not only did he not acknowledge the 200 experiments he had performed, but he didn't even try to find her a different donor, a human donor. When asked about why he didn't use any animal closer to a human on the evolutionary chart, this person replied he didn't believe in evolution. Since then, interspecies organ transplants have become a thing because actual scientists understand that the closer an animal is to a human, the more likely it is that our parts might be compatible. Pigs can be used to filter blood. There are actual organs from other species. Evolution is necessary for biology. Biology cannot be responsibly be taught without evolution. That is a categorical lie on behalf of creationists, and any religious person who propagates this lie is responsible for endangering children. And how could you not know this? How could you not know this? You deal with this type of politics all the time. You must be dealing with this type of politics all the time. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a fanatical weirdo who bugs people with stupid questions like this. Stupid claims like this. This one is really disturbs me. It's very, very dangerous. It is dangerous. No doubt about it. It's dangerous. What you're suggesting. Okay. Right. So next. Scientists lie if they talk about an old Earth and evolution. There was nothing prehistoric. That word was created to brainwash us. People who say dinosaurs lived 145 million years ago have been brainwashed. Okay, then I guess we're brainwashed. There's no possible way that in this modern day, when movies are going up to 6K, when we have quantum transistors, I mean, how do you even respond to something like that? We have a super abundance of evidence that say you're full of yourself, and you're lying, and you're just randomly suggesting something. I mean, where's your proof for that? Where is your proof? I mean, dude, we can point to the history of how people came to the conclusions that they came to. The worst you can point to is in the late 1800s, people in museum circles tried to sell fake artifacts, and some of those artifacts were debunked. But we have thousands, hundreds of thousands of actual fossils that we can actually point to with evidence. There is a giant map of the planet that shows you the planet that you can look at. I mean, moving on. Evolution asserts that human thoughts and behavior are dictated by our biology and environment. Yes, that is usually what happens when your thoughts are... I mean, if you think your thoughts do not come from your biology and environment, then you are being, by definition, brainwashed. You are, by definition, a puppet. So, what are you talking about? What is that? By definition, if your thoughts do not come from your biology and environment, then you're not really free to think for yourself. You are, by definition, mind-controlled or brainwashed.